Hi, I'm April Anmonson from BSED 11M1. Now, let's talk about the 5 Canons of Rhetoric by Cicero. The 5 Canons of Rhetoric are simply the 5 skills that individuals need to have to be great at communicating. While these canons date from a long time ago, they're still relevant for anyone looking to create and deliver effective communications today. Well, look at each of them in turn. The first one is invention. Inventing is the process of deciding what to say to convince your audience of your point of view. What are the main ideas and arguments you'll use to persuade your audience to agree with you? In order to complete this stage successfully, you must have a clear aim and comprehend both your audience and the subject. You must also decide on your presenting style, and in modern times, your media at this point, as well as the length of your presentation. Now we're done to the invention, and now let's proceed to the arrangement. Your content is organized by arrangement. You must organize all the wonderful ideas you had throughout the invention stage so that they complement one another, support your message, and persuade your audience. The typical modern arrangement comprises 3 sections: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. The traditional format, however, comprised 5 sections: an introduction, a statement of your case, a discussion of other arguments, and a conclusion. Even though the 3-stage method is more common, this arrangement is still an option. Consider your setup across all media and modes of communication, and make sure your decision is appropriate for your target audience. Now, let's proceed to the third one, style. The art of creating an emotional response through language and presentation structure is known as styling. The triangle spatus component is represented by this: eloquence, organization, and the skillful use of emotive language and rhetorical devices like an analogy, allusion, and alliteration can all contribute to this result. The fourth one is memory. Memory is the ability to retain information well enough to communicate fully and fluidly without the aid of notes. This was crucial during the Roman era, when orators had to speak for hours on end, and these canons were drafted. Even while it might be less significant now, it is still a highly helpful talent. Many excellent speakers practice their speeches beforehand, investigate their environs, and comprehend the various layers of their presentation. Today, canons are still in use. The 5th and final rhetorical canon is delivery. It entails utilizing all of the instruments at your disposal to communicate effectively. We are aware that words only make up a small portion of communication, and that in order to communicate effectively, a variety of techniques and tools must be used. In order to effectively present your points, you can utilize a variety of techniques, including emphasis, voice inflection, phrase changes, pauses, volume, gesticulation, body language, placement, and props. And that would be all the 5 canons of rhetoric by Cicero.